If you are suspected of drunk driving in Massachusetts, the officer will usually ask you to step out of your car and to perform some field sobriety tests. Now, one of the major tests that you'll be asked to do is the walk and turn test. The officer is testing for impairment by asking you to do something that is both physical and mental simultaneously. And if you fail to do it, that is an indication of impairment. He'll ask you to stand on a straight line with your feet heel to toe and your hands down at your side. Now, even though he doesn't say the test has begun, it has begun at this point. He's going to give you instructions, and he is watching to see if you can both mentally listen to the instructions and comprehend the instructions, while at the same time maintaining your balance, heel to toe, hands at your side. He's going to tell you to wait until he says to start, and then once he says go, you're to look down at your feet, keep your hands at your side, and walk in a straight line, heel to toe, for 9 steps. At the end of the 9 steps, you're supposed to keep one foot planted on the line, use the other foot to turn yourself around, do an about face, and then come back 9 steps. And you're supposed to count each step going out and coming back. So that's sort of phase 1 of the walk and turn. Can you remain balanced and listen and understand the officer's instructions? Then stage 2 is in fact doing the walk and turn. So again, it's mental and it's physical. You need to balance, walk heel to toe. You need to follow the instructions, and you need to count at the same time. Failure to do this will indicate impairment. So throughout this whole walk and turn test, both the instructional phase and the actual walking and turning, the officer is looking for 8 clues of impairment. So these are losing balance during the instructional phase, starting too soon, stopping during the test, failing to touch heel to toe as you walk, stepping off the line, raising your arms for balance, turning incorrectly, and taking an incorrect number of steps. If you do 2 or more of these wrong, or if there's 2 or more clues of impairment, then you have failed essentially that part of the field sobriety test. Now, this test is recognized to be difficult for people who are 65 years of age and older, as well as people with certain injuries, especially back injuries, knee injuries, things like that. The test is supposed to be done on a dry, flat surface, and the officer is supposed to stand away from you and remain still while you're doing this, so that his movements or his presence doesn't distract you or cause you to go off balance. I've written a blog post on this, and I'll put it in the description below.